Today we're going to do something completely different. We're going to have a look at Football Manager 2024 on mobile. Now, a lot of comments on a lot of the tactics videos here on the Sort It Out SI channel have been asking whether the tactics for the main Football Manager game will work on the mobile version, so I thought the best way to see about this was to test it out myself. So, let's have a look. Okay then, I am going to have a look at two tactics that Kempy has put out on the channel previously here on the Sort It Out SI channel and try them out in FM Mobile myself. You've got to try and replicate them from the screenshots because you can't download them and load them into your game because they are not compatible. The game is different. All of the options are slightly different as well, so you've got to try and do it and fit it as best as you can. I'm going to put it in game. I'm going to do the same test that he did in his video. So for this one, I'm going to use Manchester United. For the next one, I'm going to use Sheffield United and test it out and see how we get on and compare the results and basically see if things work. And if you enjoy videos on Football Manager Mobile, you've got to let me know in the comments that you are doing and hit like and make sure that you do so, because if you don't, I won't do any more. But now we're going to go over onto my mobile phone and have a look. I've been appointed the manager of Manchester United. You'll notice I've got a few logos and name fixes that I'm kind of working on myself. If there's appetite for those, I'll finish them off and get them out as a download that you can download. And I'm basically going to go through here on my phone and try and replicate the tactic that Kempy's put together. So it's a 4-3-3. It's in-game is a 4-1-2-2-1. And we're just going to go through, we'll clear the team, and then just set the player roles. You'll see as we go in that there's slightly less options on the player roles, so you just get the role themselves rather than the attacking, defending, support duties. So you just get the role themselves rather than the duty, and you can set the marking as well from zonal to player. So we're going to go through. So we've got the keeper as a sweep keeper, defender on the left side as a wing back. I believe both central defenders are ball playing defenders. We'll set those up. And then the right back is also a wing back as well. So we need to move into midfield. I think anchor for the defensive midfielder, and then we've got a box to box, and I believe it's a roaming playmaker. I'll quickly go back and have a look myself, and whilst I do that, we'll put it here. Yes, it is roaming playmaker. So that's the midfield sorted. Now it's the front three. Right wing is a winger, and the left wing for Rashford is a inside forward, and then the striker up top, advanced forward. There we go. So all the roles exist, which is great. We're going to go through and do the rest now. So if we have a look, the names for the team mentality are slightly different. So it's control rather than positive, I believe, is the difference. Contain rather than very defensive. Overload rather than very attacking. So we'll go control, wide, fast tempo. The width options are obviously a bit less. Defensive line is balanced rather than standard, but you can close down all over. So the options are slightly less, slightly more limited. But you can kind of just about see what the main game is doing to put it into the mobile version. We can do that. Okay, so now onto the attack, the final third. In fact, we'll go through goalkeeper distribution first because that's easy, that's nice and short. Passing focus remains mixed. Passing style can be short as well. It's kind of slightly short in the main game. And then we want to look for overlaps as well. And I believe that's it. You can go through and set pieces up as well, but we're not going to touch that right now. That's the main tactic created. We'll pick the team, and that gives us a best 11 for the next game. We're obviously 21st of July, so I'm going to have to simulate through the whole season. I'll do it on holiday, so it's like for like with what Kempy did in the main game. But there we do that. We'll do that now, and we'll have a look at what happens at the end of the season. Okay, we are at the end of the season. Obviously, in Kempy's test, he won a quadruple. I finished 6th in the Premier League, but won the Europa League, so it's not a completely terrible season, but we'll have a look through. I'm not massively familiar with all the screens, so I'm probably going to misclick a few things as we're going through this. We can see here Manchester City won the Carabao Cup, big shock there, they always do. But we won the Europa League as Manchester United. Rashford got the first goal. Højlund and Fernandes made it 3-0 in the end. Plenty of good ratings there for the game. Harry Maguire on a 6, everyone else in the green. You can see plenty of, I don't know if this is actually any use to you, but you can see it's worked kind of, the tactic. Instead of winning 4 trophies, we've won 1 and finished 6th in the league. But 1 trophy is better than no trophies and being sacked, which is always a good sign. I don't think we can gain much from looking at the match stats here. Right, we'll go through and have a look at more important things as we do so. Right, the league table. So we finished 6th. 18 wins, 7 draws, 13 losses. Not as good as Kempy did. So we've not won the league, that's for sure. Looking through the fixture list, how do we do in the Champions League? If we go through, we can see we started out 4-1 loss to Wolves. Is always good. I like that they give a fixture strength rating 1 to 5. That's quite handy. Yeah, you can see we finished 3rd in the group, losing out to Bayern and AC Milan. But going through into the Europa League, we faced PSV, Roma, and then who do we get into the quarterfinals? West Ham. But for some reason, West Ham's logo hasn't worked when I put it in the game. Every other club in the Premier League has. And then semi-finals against Villarreal and beat, as we've already seen, Marseille in the final. So 6th in the league table. Let's have a look at the team stats, detailed stats here, and we'll have a look how some of the players have been performing. If we look, rate that by average rating. So Scott McTominay's an 8, but he's only had 1 game. Rashford, best player, 7.41, 32 goals in 51 appearances is not bad whatsoever. Bruno Fernandes and Højlund having a good season as well. And then we look at Mason Mount doing not too bad, Amrabat and Shaw, not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty decent overall. 6th place in the league's not too bad, really, realistically. Not bad at all. 5th round of the FA Cup, 4th round of the Carabao Cup, winner of the Europa League. Right, let's go and have a look at another tactic. And this one is the most recent one, so as of recording at least, which is the best underdog 4-2-3-1 narrow tactic that can be created and used for Sheffield United on his video. So we're going to do exactly the same in this one. As you can see here, I'm just going to quickly look through some of the screenshots for the tactic. You can see the video. It'll be linked on the channel. Just go and have a look. Like all the videos here on the channel. If you enjoy them, it's there. In fact, it's there on the tactic page. Go and watch that. Yeah, please like and subscribe every single video you see here on Sort It Out SI and on all our personal channels as well. My personal channel, Shadow Striker, will be linked at the end of the video. Right, we're going to go back to my phone. Okay then, so we're at the end of the season with Sheffield United. I'm not going to show you me building the tactic. I've shown you that already, but I will go through and show you that I've done it like for like as well in a second. So we'll do that now. In fact, we'll go here, look. You can see we've got wing-backs, ball-playing defenders, DLP and an anchor in defensive midfield, 2 shadow strikers, attacking midfielder and an advanced forward. It started out as a gegenpress, but it looks more like, once you've gone through, it says control possession. But that's just how things have changed a little bit. You can see here all of the different changes that have been made to the shape settings, and then we'll go through the defense and the attack as well. Trying to make it like for like with the full game tactic that Kempy's created, and hopefully going to see some of the results quite similar. Spoiler, we didn't do as well either. So, you know, that might be me, but it might be the game. If we have a look through, yeah, so we've done that now. We've gone through all of the attacking and defensive. There's the set pieces again. You set your captain as well on that page. But if we go back and have a look how we did for the season, we'll have a look at some player stats, and we'll go through as best we can to kind of have a view of what's been going on. Okay, so looking through the fixtures, you can see we've kind of got a few wins late on in the season. We had a bit of a decent spell throughout October, I think is probably our best spell. But we look through, started out poorly, got wins over Burnley and Everton through December. Everton, we got double over Everton, beat Arsenal. Wins as you'd expect over Luton, lost to Burnley away from home, which isn't fantastic. But let's have a look at how that ended up with the league table. If we go to club division here, you can see we are not featuring in the top half, but we did not get relegated. In fact, we finished 16th, 7 points clear of relegation. So it might not have done the same wonders that it did on the main game for Kempy, but we did not get relegated. So it's a thumbs up from me. And I'm sure it'd be a thumbs up from most Sheffield United fans as well, not to get relegated this season. I'm still finding my way around the game, so I've clicked on some wrong things here. That's the average rating we want to do. Detailed and stats, I believe, is the best view to see how things have been getting on. If we set that by average rating, you can see not very good, basically, is the average rating. We'll change to appearances. Looks a little bit... Yeah, okay, we've had a poor season as Sheffield United, but the tactic's done okay. So I think overall, when people ask, do tactics from the main game work on mobile, I'm going to go with, yeah, kinda, but not really. That's my expert analysis. As you can see, it's kind of worked in both senses, on the Manchester United test and the Sheffield United test, but it's not produced the same level of results as it's done on the main game. So, I mean, it's obviously designed for the main game with all the different options in the match engine on the main game, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to say it's a good starting point, and once you actually play the game rather than holiday, you'll be able to see what's working and what's not, and use it as a base and tweak for your own game and see how it works with your own team. But that's generally the advice I'd give for tactics on the main game as well. Just use it as a starting point and tweak and see what works with your players. and in this case, see what works with the mobile match engine. But thanks a lot for watching. As I've said, if you've enjoyed seeing FM Mobile here on the Sort It Out SI channel, you've got to let us know in the comments. Like the video, do lots of commenting saying you want more videos, and we'll give you more videos for FM Mobile. There's plenty of other videos here on the channel. The install guides for the main game are definitely a key one to watch, as are our league guides and all of the other guides and lists and tactics and everything else. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next video.